Hi, my name is Michael O'Neill. I'm here to discuss the No Zero policy that has been implemented in schools around the country. The No Zero policy is a policy that forces teachers to give students a 50% instead of a zero for not turning in assignments. I am also here to discuss how these policies have been enforced, as well as alternative ideas and how the policy can affect students in the future. First, I'm going to talk about how the policy is being enforced by schools. In Port St. Lucie, an elementary school that teaches kindergarten through 8th grade, a teacher named Diane Tirado believes she was fired for not enforcing these policies. Diane believed that giving a student credit for an assignment they didn't do was wrong. Other than not enforcing this policy, she had not violated any of the district rules and was still terminated. And alternative ideas for the No Zero policy, I believe schools should better help their students by giving extensions to an assignments instead of the zero or the No Zero policy. I also believe schools should have programs after school or before school where a volunteer teacher could come in and help the students with these assignments. I also believe they can have upperclassmen help students with assignments as well that are willing to volunteer their time. As far as the No Zero policy affecting the students in the long run, I also believe that allowing students to not turn in assignments, to get a 50%, to curve their grade so they wouldn't have to put in the work, is fundamentally wrong. I believe it's just giving the student an excuse to not have to do the work, to not have to put in the effort. I also believe being college ready is a serious issue. All throughout school, I've always had good grades in math. I've always put in the work when it came to my math classes, and when I got to college, it still wasn't enough. After taking the placement exam, I was still put in remedial math courses, and I struggled through it. I ended up dropping out of college for 6 years before going back. After going back, I had matured, got out of that mindset that I didn't have to do all the work, and I put in the work. Now I get A's on all my assignments, and I was offered a tutoring position in the tutoring center. So now I tutor math. It's something I wish I would have learned when I was younger. The concept of putting in the work, not getting by, looking for shortcuts. So I believe the No Zero policy would affect students in a negative way in the long run. Sure, it'll help those students who have always had A's and just miss an assignment. But for students that usually get average grades or below average grades, I believe it's going to hurt them in the long run. I don't think the No Zero policy is a good thing. And as a parent, I am going to research schools my kids go to, because I don't believe my kids should get passed just because the school doesn't want to put in the effort. And as a parent, I definitely am going to put in the effort to make sure my children learn exactly what they need to make it in the future.